Hey guys, Alaudin here from Meribook. Just wanted to give you a quick demo on our latest release, which is improved share permissions and gated content. This actually happened about a week ago, but I'm just getting to do the demo video now. So you can read more about it on this section here. Basically, Meribook has pretty robust permissions where you can share links for chapters, sections, books, right? So now what we've done is we've taken that permission and taken it one step further, where you can actually create your embedded teaser for your content. So with the click, you can show the locks and get users to sign up to your content. So in the end, our main goal is trying to get from your content writing to your distribution, trying to make that easy, all in one spot. That's the platform that we're trying to build. So let me show you first where we're using it, and then I'll go back into my account and I'll show you how I set it up. So coming back to the home page, if you scroll down, here's a test Meribook. Let me click on that, and this page here is a very basic landing page where I just have a screenshot, and then the only piece that is coming from Meribook itself is this sign up form. So when a user signs up using this widget, then they get access to this book. So every user is able to sign up, and they'll have their account created, and then they'll get access to your book in their subscriptions. That's one form. So if I scroll down a little bit more, I created this new page now, just styling it up a little bit different. Again, this is a form that I brought in from Meribook. You sign up, get access to the book. The difference here is I've actually embedded the book itself on this page, so a user is able to view the actual content. This is dynamically getting updated based on whatever you're adding in your book. So you set it up once, and then you can forget about updating your landing page. Just make sure that the permissions are right, just so that they have access to only the things that they should have, and then they have enough incentive to sign up to get the rest of the content. So in this example, our first chapter has only one section, and that is available. So I have it set up right now where this is not locked, and also this is not locked. If you come down to the second chapter, I'm showing lock here. I have one section that is visible still, and then the other one is locked. And then this section here has 8 pieces of content, or 8 sections, and then now you have one section that is visible, but the rest of the stuff is locked. So if I click on share, I'm able to view the actual content. If I come back to the main, look at the founder podcast, I can actually listen to the whole podcast right here. Right, so you can embed videos, you can embed pretty much anything that you want. Right, so that is the main feature release, right? So you have the functionality that will allow users or incentivize a user to look at what they're getting access to, and it becomes easier for you because you only have to embed it once. So now let me switch over to my account, which is right here. This is the business foundation. So what I've done is I've enabled the share option, and once you enable it, once this turns green, you can click on the code, and you'll see that you have a share link and iframe embed. And this is what I'm using on that page. If you don't want to do that, if you just want to do a quick share with somebody, you can just share this link. I'll open it up in incognito, and you'll see that it's the same content, same piece of content. So let me turn that off, come back here. So the new functionality that we added are these two toggles. Not a lot, well, but it does a lot, right? So you just enable and disable the toggles in order to show the locks that you're seeing here. Well, what I'll do is, in this case, I'm just going to turn the toggle off for the title, right? So I'm going to turn that off. So toggle off, and then come back here. I'm going to turn that off as well. And then I'll refresh. So now you'll see that, you know, you're not seeing any content at all. So let's say I turn that off, and then if I refresh it, now we don't even have the expand option. So this use case might be where you don't have, you know, I'm jumping ahead now in regards to where we're trying to go. So like if you imagine this to be your course and these are your next two modules or your next two chapters, and you don't have them created yet, you just have an outline of the module, and let's say only this one is available right now. So you want to show this and the content within it. So let's see how we can do that. So I'm going to come back here. Look at this. So only the chapters are shown. If this is disabled, that means the content lock is on. If the section itself is disabled and we have the section title off, it's not going to show anything. But if I enable this and if I enable that, then it can go back here. I can refresh, and now you'll see that the chapter itself has become visible and the section within that chapter has become visible, and the rest of the two sections are locked, right? So if I come back in, you know, bringing it back to where I started, now I want to show the titles, but only the ones that have the share enabled will have the permissions to see it. So the titles are visible, but only this and this is visible to the end user. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense now, what you can achieve in terms of flexibility. The other main functionality that we enabled in this release, better management. So before, what used to happen was you had to go into each chapter in order to be able to look at the permissions for the sections. So these buttons were not there before. Now we've added that functionality right on this one page. So if I expand all, now within this book, I'm looking at every piece of content, and with one simple click, I can enable and disable the permissions. So it becomes much more faster and easier to see the big picture and also get the functionality that you're looking for. So like in this case, you know, we only have the share, but let's say you also wanted to give access to these three sections, but not these. If I come back here, if I refresh, you'll see that the end user has access to these three sections, but not the other ones. Right? I actually don't want to do that, so I can just turn it back off. And there you go. That's how easy it is to enable, disable, and set up your landing pages and start sharing your content. Thanks, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.